Honestly, thank God Pride Month is over. I was in heat. I put myself in danger multiple times. Hey guys, welcome back. Can't tell if it's showing up on camera, but I am extremely sunburnt right now. Should I sneak in a pic right now of what I look like? Boop, that's all you get. I think I might actually have sun poisoning right now. My thighs right now, oh, they're like purple. I was in the shower earlier and I'm like listening to Sabrina Carpenter, like praying. I'm like, oh my God. So during the month of June, I feel like a lot happened and during June, I was, like I said, I was in heat. I was scrambling for affection. You would have thought that there was a nuke about to literally land in Los Angeles, and the only way for me to stop it was to find my boyfriend because he has the code, and I don't know who he is yet. I'm not proud of it, but this little right here decided to get on all of the dating apps. In the past, I haven't loved using dating apps just because I feel like most of the time, a lot of the conversations kind of like they go nowhere, in my opinion. Some people are really good at matching with someone, having dinner the very next night, and they're married with 3 kids. But that's just not me. I need to meet someone in like Ralph's and like drop my mini Velveeta cups on the floor and they pick it up and we make eye contact. That's how, mama, yep.
Mama, yep.
But no, that hasn't happened yet. So I'm having to resort to the 7th ring of hell. How many rings of hell are there? Hey Siri, how many rings of hell are there?
The rings of hell are the 7 different rings that make up hell's geography.
Okay, I'm so smart. Before we continue with this dumpster fire of a story time, we have a quick word from our sponsor today, and that is Talky AI. I almost found it fitting to put this brand deal on this video because it really just shows that maybe I should just talk to a computer so I don't end up unalived. As you guys may know, I have talked to AI before, and it was something. Talky AI is a free app where you can talk to so many characters. Basically, whatever your heart desires, they're probably on Talky AI. And I'm a homebody and don't love talking to people, so that's why it's ironic today's video is like, oh wow, he talks to a person once and almost dies. But I don't have to worry about that on Talky AI because the annoying orange is not gonna hurt me. And now that I know that men that are human probably aren't the best fit for me, I'm going to spark some romance with the computer, okay?
Hey, you're making me blush.
Ask whatever you desire.
Who will I end up dating in the next year?
Though the name is hidden, the vision suggests that it will be someone you least expect.
So if you're bored and you want to go talk to your favorite character, link in the description. It's free, have fun y'all, and stay safe. I downloaded Tinder, I downloaded Hinge, I downloaded a particular app that rhymes with binder, and that's where this story starts. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, almost ending up in a dumpster. Let me paint the picture for you real quick. This story needs structure. I was on the app on like I think it was like a Friday night. So I get tapped by this guy and he was so cute. My exact type, brown eyes, dark hair, tan skin. Like I think he was like 6'2", good jawline. I was like, oh Mary, it's going down. And we started talking and I asked him what he does and he works for some like, yeah, I'm not gonna say it, but his other job on the weekends, he does DoorDash and Instacart. And then he asked me what I do. And I'm like, I'm a YouTuber. And he like quickly searches me up, comes back and he's like, you're really funny. Like, I would love to hang out sometime. I was like, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I would love that too. So since he searched me up at the speed of fucking light, I say, like, what's your Instagram? Normally on dating apps, I always will ask for their Instagram or anything just so I can, you know, stalk and lurk a little bit, but I can also make sure that I'm not talking to either a catfish or a serial killer. He was like, oh, I don't really do the whole social media thing. And I was like, that's okay. Sometimes when guys say they don't do social media, to me, it's a turn on because I'm like, oh my God, he doesn't know who Trisha Paytas is. Sometimes you just want a Martian. Like opposites attract. A lot of the times I'm attracted to the guy who doesn't know what happened between Brooke Schofield and Clinton Kane. So then I was like, okay, well, I was like, can you send me more face pictures? Which I know is kind of a conceited thing to ask of someone, but I already had face pictures of him. But like the reason why I asked for the Instagram is I wanted to see more. So I was like, send me more, please. He sent me them. I sent him more face pictures back. We aren't literally at this point. I know some of you are probably like, slut. At this point, we haven't talked like that yet. And like all his pictures, he's so cute. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, did I find my summer fling? He asks, he was like, any more pics? Winky face. This skinwalker right here, I don't do that. I don't send pics. I don't take pics. He was like, I don't have Instagram or anything, but do you want my Snapchat? And I was like, sure. Knowing damn well I was not gonna get on that app and show whole. Okay. I hate that word. Ew. Okay, can we pretend I didn't just say that? I'm so glad Pride Month is over. His Snapchat name was questionable, but at the time I didn't know if it was like ironic or like sarcastic. It's like, George, turn on your brain. Like, hello, is anyone up there? We're talking on Snapchat for maybe it's like a couple questions back and forth. Just like, I was so bored. And he's like, can I come over? And I was like, no. He's like, it's Friday night. Like, what do you got going on? And I'm like, well, I have like family stuff in the morning. Like, I'm not trying to go on a grinder date at 10 p.m. Baby girl, that's not a date. That is an invite. I kept saying to him, I was like, hey, like once I'm back next week, like I would love to like go get dinner with you or drinks or something. He's like, you could come to me. I could come to you. Like, we could just meet up and talk. And I was like, no, like I'm really okay, sir. I'm like, good night. So then the weekend happens. So I wake up the next morning. I go to the other side of Los Angeles to meet up with my family who was visiting. We took family pictures. My pictures look like I'm a Hunger Games tribute from the 53rd Hunger Games. I'm like, should I give him a name? Comment down below what my Hunger Games tribute would be named with that fucking picture. So I drive home on Sunday morning from visiting with my family. I get back to my apartment. My stomach hurt so bad that morning. Guys, I'm not even kidding you. I literally had to jog through my apartment lobby to get to that elevator because I thought it was over for me. Anyways, sorry, TMI, ew. Come back to my apartment. I eat breakfast. It's still only like 11 and I check Snapchat. I saw that he messaged me that morning and I was like, oh, like let's chat it up. Like I'm free now. So I respond back to his messages from that morning and I think the night before. As I'm messaging him, like he's really funny and really nice, but literally I had like a That's So Raven moment where I was like, wait, literally I saw into the future. I saw the food processor I was going to end up in. I went back over to Grindr and I saw that his profile is like actually pretty blank. I didn't realize that the first time I started talking to him on it. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, okay, wait, let's reel it back a second. It's a gay hookup app. Like, what do you expect? Like literally his profile was next to like Glory Hole 48. Like, I'm not even kidding. And he was like, you can call me Mike. Go back to his profile. I'm looking at his pictures again. I'm just like, okay, I'm like, something feels off. I have a bad feeling about this. And I also realized his age isn't there either. I was like, fuck. I was like, also sorry for all the questions. How old are you? He responded back within literally 3 seconds. He was like, oh, 27.
How old?
I just turned 29
Recently?
last year.
So you're 29?
Last year.
And how old are you, like, right now?
Like that's like in my range. So we're chatting some more. We kind of start planning like a little date later in the week. Kept telling me that he thought my YouTube videos were really funny. He's so cute. I'm like, God damn it. We're kind of planning like a little date at a restaurant like a couple blocks from my apartment. Since it was a bar and I didn't want to drive and I didn't want him picking me up, I just wanted to like be able to go there and walk and then walk back. Like, maybe you're not coming here. I was like, I have such a bad feeling right now. I was like, I have his pictures. I have at least his first name and his age, but I feel something in the wind and I don't like it. I asked him one more time. I was like, wait, so do you really not have any social media or were you just like saying that because you didn't want to give it out to me? And he was like, no, I really don't. Like, I kind of stay off the grid in that way. And I was like, okay, time to do some research my way. My crazy ass. I go back over to Grindr and I scroll through his profile. I take screenshots of all of his face pictures, which I know is a big no-no. So I know that the whole screenshotting stuff was icky, but also I'm trying not to get murdered. And I mosey my little ass right on over to Google. I go to these, I think it's like 3 or 4 websites that can do like reverse face search. If your face is on an app, website, anywhere, this website will find it and it'll literally give the link. So I was like, I'm gonna find this bitch. The first website, I do the search. All that pops up is just like lookalikes. Just a lot of guys, honestly, all my type. A lot of guys who look like 90% like him. And I'm like, oh, I'm so close. But I'm like, none of these guys are it. I do that with a couple of websites and I get to I think it was like the third website, and I plug in, I think it was like 3 pictures of him, because the more pictures you put, the more accurate it'll be. I had to wait like a good 3 minutes. I was like, what are we doing? And again, the first 3 results were lookalikes, but then, oh my God, I think my neighbors are literally stomping on the floor to get me to shut up. Bitch, I hear your bed squeaking every night between the hours of 1 and 3. I scroll down and I see a mug shot of him. And on this website, there is above each little picture face search, there's icons for every website and app that it's attached to. This guy's mugshot was attached to basically every news outlet that you can think of. Places like CNN, even down to local news stations. And luckily this website didn't make me pay to see the result. A lot of them do. This one didn't. And I click on the first one. When I tell you, the gay was stunned. I literally FaceTimed my mom at 11 a.m. when this happened. I click on the link, and the link is from 2019. And obviously the top of the picture, it's his mugshot, and then right below it's a video of his court hearing. That news outlet used a lot of words. I'm tell me who he killed and tell me where it happened. Obviously he's out and on Grindr, so it couldn't have been that, but I'm scrolling through the article and I find out that his most recent arrest, which was in 2019, and what had happened was he was driving around a neighborhood somewhere in LA, and he was in his car rolling up to people, opening his door and exposing himself to them. I'm sorry, what the fuck do you mean? And then it gets worse. I'm literally reading this article, jaw on the floor. I'm like, oh my God. And I come to find out he's not 27. He's actually 40. He's 40. In 2019, he was 35. And obviously now he'd be 40 or 41, but he's 40. I was there for 4 months.
I was on all fours for 4 months.
He was in prison for 4 months. Also, baby, his name wasn't Mike. It was far from that. Didn't even resemble the name Mike. First name, middle name, second middle name, last name, none of which resemble Mike. The abbreviation wasn't even Mike. Who am I talking to? Who did I marry? In the article, it says it was not his first time getting arrested. He also got arrested in 2011 and 2015. One of the charges was for burglary, and the other one was for an assault charge. I go over to Snapchat, and there is a purple square next to his name. And I say, what in the I'm not sending pics. I'm not talking in a certain way. Don't send videos. I click on it, and it was a pic in his car. I don't think you guys understand how quick I've blocked someone in my life on Snapchat, Grindr. Sending unsolicited pics is not illegal, but it's the context. And then it was a few days later, and I went to go Instacart some groceries. And if you are a good listener, you'll understand why this was a bad idea. So I placed my order for Instacart. I'm not really looking at my phone. Keep checking to see what the progress is at, with the shopping and if they're on their way or not. And I get sidetracked because I was filming. I look on Instacart and I see they're almost here. I literally had, again, that so Raven moment. I literally look forward, flash back to 3 days ago, and I said, oh my fucking God, that guy is an Instacart driver. I go and look at the picture on Instacart, because Instacart will show you a picture of the person, and it's fucking him. It's not Mike, and it's not his legal name that was on that website, but it's him. He's literally 3 minutes from my apartment. Again, I call my mom and I'm freaking out. He literally could be dangerous. Instacart, I'm not sure how much information they give out. I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, Mom. I'm like, do I cancel it? And my mom's like, no, don't. It'll be okay. Just get the groceries and you'll be good. I'm like, no, but Mom, he's gonna literally come up to my apartment. And my mom's like, well, don't give him the unit number. I'm like, good point, Queen. He gets to my apartment and I get a call. It's through Instacart, and it's him. And I'm like, hello? And he's like, hey. He was like, hey, Jordan, I am here with your groceries. Can you buzz me up? I can just bring the groceries right up to your apartment. And I was like, no, that's okay. In my lobby and building, there's a 24-hour security team, which thank God. And I called them immediately and I said, hey, I have an Instacart driver here with my groceries. Don't let him in, but could you get the groceries at least inside the lobby for me? And they were like, yeah, sure, that works. And the security guard kept me on the phone while the other security guard was getting the groceries. And I was like, is he gone? And they were like, like the Instacart driver. Is he gone? They sounded so like concerned. They're like, my lobby has like big glass windows and they're like, yep, he's driving away right now. I'm like, what car is he in? Is he flashing himself to you? Is his dingling out the window? And they're like, come and get your groceries. I'm like, okay. I could have been an asshole and been like, can you guys bring them up for me? Literally, what are the odds? But hey, I'm here to tell the tale, and I want all the young gay people watching this to please be careful. I know I'm a sarcastic ass bitch most of the time, but like, please be careful, because these dating apps, like, it is so easy to meet and talk to someone who could either be lying about who they are, their age, their name, crimes they've committed, or what their true intentions are. I do not want anything bad to happen to any of you guys. If you start talking to someone on a dating app, I don't care if it's Hinge, I don't care if it's Tinder, I don't care if it's Scruff, please verify who they are and like have your first date be in a public place, anywhere that's not your apartment or their apartment or house or whatever, because it's so dangerous. And Jor right here almost got. Uncle Jor wants you all to be so safe, especially now that Pride Month is over. Thank God. I'm gonna go have a glass of wine, eat my leftover pizza from earlier, and maybe add another lock on my door. I don't know, maybe 3. There's probably like a sniper dot on my forehead right now. Like, who knows?